What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Classic WoW video for Season of Discovery. So, based on where I'm standing and what I'm doing right now, you might be able to figure out what the video is about, but today we're talking about a massive problem in Season of Discovery. It's been here for quite some time, it's still here, and on my server it's more prevalent now than it has ever been, and you can see random names right now running out of stockades in the exact same pattern, and running back in the exact same pattern as well, with very human-like names. GFGGR, that's a good name. UIGG, that's the best name I've heard so far. Another mage as well, just blinking, running in the same path. That is the best name I've heard in my life, man. So, Living Flame, the server that I'm playing on, has just opened up. It's been locked for a long time, so we haven't really seen the whole botting problem so far in Season of Discovery. Like Phase 1, we were pretty much spared, and for the start of Phase 2 as well, it only opened up for 1 day. But now, Living Flame has been open for like 2 days, and the bots are back in full action like never before, and they're doing the same thing they always have been doing, and it's really pissing me off that they're able to do the exact same thing over and over and over again. A bunch of level 34 mages going into stockades in the exact same pattern every single time, and they're selling boosts. Like, they are doing this very openly. A lot of these are either solo farming but also selling boosts. Like, if you open up, for example, LFG bulletin board like I'm using, you can see a bunch of mages posting the exact same message when it comes to stockades. Nobody's doing it right now where it doesn't look that way, but a lot of the times they're posting the exact same message. You will see between 5 and 10 different names, different mages, posting the exact same message with the exact same capitulation. It's basically the same program, right? They're automating boosts and automating farms. Once again, running back. So what they're doing here, they're going into stockades, they're then going out to the vendor over here and vendoring what they have just picked up. That's the best name I've heard as well. So many good names over here, like very real players running into stockades. It's a good time. I don't understand how this is still a problem. We're playing Classic WoW in 2024 and the bots are doing the same thing now that they were doing in 2006. I know this is a problem that Blizzard have been trying. I mean, they say they're trying, but it's the same problem we've had now for 18 years, and the bots are using borderline the same strategies they were using 18 years ago to still do the same thing. And we were seeing a lot of mages, even like, I just saw a bunch of them today and yesterday, but it's been happening for quite some time now. I think Living Flame has just been really scared about this because we have been locked, as I said, for a long time, but it's been opened up now and we can just suddenly see a bunch of mages going into stockades, just doing a /who stockade 34, only level 34. This is like what you pick up. These are the names you get. Look at their guilds. None of them are in a guild, like almost none of them. Very human-like names as well, like ACSDJB, ADSFDV, Advavav, Afavag. What is this, man? I've even seen streams where people are literally being boosted by people using fly hacking. Like, the bots don't care at this point. They don't care because they know they make massive profits before getting banned, to the point where I saw someone who, I'm not going to name drop, I'm not going to say who it was, but someone who's usually streaming with between 200 and 500 average viewers, he was getting boosted in both Stockades and Shadowfang Keep by a fly hacking bot. Like, that's how little the bots care. They are fly hacking and boosting on stream, knowingly and willingly, on stream, because they just don't care. Now, before Phase 2 came out, Blizzard said something about having some new tech in place to detect bots, but I'm just gonna put it this way. It can't be working, or it can't be working as intended, because once again the bots are using the exact same pattern they were. Like, it's so shameless, dude. You just see 2 bots and they're even in a party, so they're doing like 2-man farming, 3-man farming and so on, even like 5-man farming probably, as a bot team in this case, but they're just running in the exact same pattern, using the exact same program that you can easily find online, by the way. Like, it doesn't really require any effort to find any of them. It's just so pathetic how this is still a problem. I simply don't understand. Well, to a certain point I do understand. They're relying on like the automation of everything, instead of having an active game master. Literally have 1 game master per region, 1 on EU and 1 on North America, and keep them checking the hotspots. when it comes to like boosting and farming the way the bots are doing it, there are certain hotspots in the game, like the game masters don't have to look at every pixel or every city, every town, every zone. There are certain hotspots that they can look at. For example, Stockades right now, big hotspot, Scarlet Monastery, also a hotspot, Shadowfang Keep, another hotspot as well. Just have game masters actively checking these hotspots. And even like from Metagoblin, he's been doing like a massive STV Vice video series about this, where he's even interviewed an ex-GM from Blizzard talking about what they do. They rarely ever go into the game, based on what that guy said. They rarely ever go into the game, they usually handle tickets, which leads me to believe that the way these bots are being banned is by us reporting them, and you will have to like get enough reports to automatically trigger something in Blizzard systems. So like one report will not trigger that, and 10 reports from one person will also not trigger that. So like you will have to have 10 or 20 different unique Battle.net accounts report the same bots to trigger that mechanic. So they're relying heavily on the whole automation part and also like player input. That's what I'm gathering here, because some of these bots, I've been tracking some names as well in the last 3 days. It's the same names in Stockades. Yeah, I know, I have no life, but I'm tracking the names here, writing down on a literal notepad, and the same names are in Stockades for between 10 and 12 hours every single day. Like, I'm also playing the game that much, but I'm not in Stockades all the time at least, and I have a somewhat normal name compared to these like bot names, and they're literally running in the same pattern. It's really easy to track when you see the same person following the same pattern for 12 hours in Stockades. I want the game masters back. I know it's a meme by now, we're not getting them back, but I really want game masters back. It would make the game so much better. Like, we're getting bans for GDKPs now, we're getting bans, we've always had bans for buying gold and selling gold, but what's happening to the whole botting problem? Once again, I also know they have like a weekly or a monthly check-in on how many bots they're banning, or like how many exploitative accounts they're banning, I suppose, but honestly, it's not enough. It really isn't. Once again, when the bots are using the same mechanics and the same strategies that were used 15 years ago, now, when we have AI and everything else that can easily track this down, something is wrong. And I just mentioned AI, but like we can use AI to, for example, get some automated triggers in Blizzard's system, but in the end, we need human input. We need game masters actively in the game and looking at what these people are doing, and then flagging people that are suspicious. If you just had one game master per region, you could ban so many bots, and this whole thing wouldn't be a problem. Like, I could stand here right now, and during this video, we could have banned probably 50 accounts. During this video, as an example. It's pathetic. But yeah, I just wanted to rant. I really wanted to rant today, show the whole problem. It's really apparent once again on Living Flame, which has been locked so far, so we haven't really seen this problem. I think every other server has seen it pretty much for the entirety of the Season of Discovery so far, but for me this is really, really sad to see. Especially when GDKP is gone, like, why are they botting so heavily? Either way, sad to see. Hopefully they do something more about this problem. I don't really know what they can do, but hopefully... I do know what they can do. Have active game masters. Come on, man. Active game masters, human input. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, help spread the message. Please try to force them to do some action here. Get actually, like, human game masters back. That's the whole message. Get game masters back. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Solheim rant over. Yeah, peace out.